I'm just using the Tarte Shape Tape to prime my eyes here. So I'm going to be working with two main palettes, the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills and the Tartelette Twisted palette from Tarte. I'm going to be taking this palette first, and I'm going to be taking the color Sunrise. It's a lighter, more cream color, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. Basically, what I'm using this for is going to be setting that Tarte Shape Tape so that it does not crease. With any fluffy brush you have is fine. Alright, so it looks like using that same brush, I'm going to go in with the color Latte from the Twisted palette. And I'm going to take this and put this only on my crease. And then bring that up just a tiny bit, not too up as far as the eyebrow, but just a little bit further up above the crease. Alright, now I'm going to be going into the color Warmth. And I'm going to be taking a different brush here. It's going to be more flat. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to put it onto the crease where we put that last color, the Latte color. And we're just darkening up the crease. Now here I'm going in with a smaller taper fluffy brush, and I'm going into the color Cozy. And I'm going to be taking this brush and only putting it to darken up the crease. So I'm not bringing it up or I'm not bringing it down. It's going right into the crease. So it's so funny. This Pandora commercial just came on in the middle of everything. I apologize, guys. So I kind of got a little bit of a smirk on my face. So we're done with the Tartelette Toasted palette, and we're actually moving on to the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just showing you here what it does look like. This is one of my highly used palettes. And I'm going to be going in with the color Red Ochre. And we'll be taking the same brush we used for the last color and just darkening the crease, putting it exactly where we put the last color, and then also bringing it onto the lid. And here I'm just blending as much as I can, packing that color on. I know it's not ideal to pack color on with the shader brush, but it is best to use it if you are using a smoky eye or doing a smoky eye. I find it better to do it this way. Now I'm going in with again, it's a smaller tapered brush, and I'm shaking my head because I'm not putting any color onto this brush. Basically, I'm just taking this brush, and the whole purpose would be to just blend out these colors. Just because I've used so many, I want everything just to be so, be just very, blended. So now I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape with a smaller shader brush that we used in the beginning, and I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape and putting it on the middle of my eye. And right now we're just creating a little, just pretty much a little area for the glitter to be placed down on. So I'm only taking this on the middle portion of my eye. I'm not bringing it out to the outer corner or to the inner corner. It is staying on the middle of my eye. Now I'm taking a smaller defining brush and I'm going back into that red ochre color from the Beverly Hills palette, the Modern Renaissance, and just defining the crease with that color. And so what I'm doing is defining the crease and also bringing this color to the outer corner, just to darken up that shape so that we can keep that cut crease shape. Now I'm going back in with that shader brush that did not have any color on it at all. I'm going back in and just blending that new layer of red ochre off into the rest of the eyeshadow. Now I'm going into the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, and I'm going into the color Mars on Fire. And I'm going to be taking with just a dry finger this color and placing it onto that portion we carved out with the shape tape. And with this, it's not too much of a glitter that kind of sheds, but this glitter is best if you pat it on. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm using a patting motion with my finger onto my eyelid with a patting motion again. So now I'm going back into the Modern Renaissance palette into the color Cypress Umber. This is one of my favorite colors in this palette. And I am basically defining the outer portion of my eye and making it a little darker just so that that glitter can pop. And I'm going back in with more of that Mars on Fire color to try to get that as pigmented as I can. So right now I just stopped the camera so I can do my eyeliner. So that eyeliner portion is done. I'm going to go in with the Colossal from Maybelline, and I bend my mascara wand so that I can get more pressure to kind of scoop those lashes up to the sky. So another commercial from Pandora. Again, I stopped the camera and I'm going to go ahead and go in with this lash. Unfortunately, I did lose the box on this lash. I have that unfortunate habit of taking these lashes off and losing the box. So I end up throwing the boxes away with still have the lash. I believe these are still from Eyelure. I do usually buy only Ardell or Eyelure brand lashes. Those are the cheapest. I have not seen anything more than at least $10 to $12 from these. You can buy them from Ulta. And of course the Ardell lashes, you can definitely also buy them from Sally's. I do also find that when you buy the Eyelure lashes, the glue that comes with these lashes, if they're one of the deluxe sets, they're kind of a hit and miss. The majority of the Eyelure glue is very watery, and I have a really hard time finding a good glue that works for me. I have used the Duo glue in the past, all colors, the clear, the white, and the black, and they have irritated my eyes very heavily. So one last one that I do want to try is the House of Lashes glue. If you guys have any recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments below, and that way I can definitely try. I know I do have some Eyelure lash glue that works, but they all look the same, so it's very hard for me to find one that works. So I have done my other eye off camera and also my foundation and contour. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. Going back into the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to go in with the color Raw Sienna and take a small shader brush and run that underneath of my lash line. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Railgar from the Modern Renaissance palette and running that under the same portion of my lash line, my lower lash line, and just blending these two, Raw Sienna and Railgar, together so that I can get a good blend on this color.
So you know how I feel. I don't even know what you think. To show you that I'm there, liking shit from weeks ago. Don't try to front like we both liking pictures for nothing. I think that you're my favorite, baby. I really wanna tell her, I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better. I really wanna tell her, I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better. See, we started off with some likes on my TBT.
Now I'm going into a smaller shader brush, and I'm going to be going into the color Cypress Umber, which is, again, one of my favorite colors in this palette. And I'm going to be taking this on the outer portion of my lower lash line, just to darken up that portion and make my eyes appear bigger.
I think that you're my favorite, baby. I really wanna tell her, I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better. I really wanna tell her, I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better. I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better. I really wanna tell her, I really wanna tell her. My women crush Wednesday. Tell me what's better.
Okay, so here I am just taking a large fluffy face brush and taking off the any fallout basically that fell out from us doing our lower lash line. And I am going to be taking my Blush Like You Meant It collection from Dose of Colors in the color Amaze Mint. Now I'm going to be putting this on the apples of my cheeks with a Sephora blush definer brush and this blush I actually got from the Black Friday sale for a dose of colors. I got this and 2 lipsticks from the Katie and Desi collection.
New start, fresh day. You need music. A song bursts to mind. It must be heard. And another, then another. The music swoops and twists and stops. And you feel.
Alright, so I am going to be doing my inner highlight now. I'm taking a Too Faced chocolate bar. It's like a mini chocolate bar palette that I received with the points I had from Sephora, and taking the color Champagne Truffle, which is the lighter pink highlight shade that's at the very top. And this one I heavily use all the time for an inner corner highlight. I'm also going to be using this as a highlight on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, Cupid's bow, and then also on my chin. So here again, like I stated, I'm taking the same Champagne Truffle color and adding that to the higher point of my cheekbones as a highlight, bringing it up to the hollow portions, or I'm sorry, not the hollow portions of my forehead, but the points that stick out mostly, which is right above the eyebrow. And with the same brush and the same highlighter, I'm taking this down the bridge of my nose and also at the tip of my nose, and then taking it down on my Cupid's bow and onto my chin. And here, to finish off the look, I'm going to be going in with a lip pencil from Ofra Cosmetics. Again, this one I've had for so long, the name actually kind of came off. So I'm not too sure what this color is. I believe it's called Spicy, but if I'm mistaken, I'll just put it in the comments below. But I believe the name is Spicy. And I'm going to be topping that off with the MAC X Patrick Star collection with the shade Mama Star, and that is going to be in the lipstick, not the liquid lip gloss, just the lipstick.